Welcome to another episode of Trending Niches. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is Milo. He's going to help me out today with finding some of these trends for you. And also, you might not be aware that I've got a free print-on-demand graphics bundle which will be linked down below in the description. It has some graphics created by me, both generic print-on-demand things like sunsets and rainbows, as well as seasonal designs that could help you out for Halloween or autumn in general. And as well as that, there's also a link in the description to my community server on Discord. So if you want to join in the discussion there, or if you just have some questions that you want to be answered, then feel free to join the server and ask for help. Right, niche number one I've got to share with you is coolest pumpkin in the patch, or in this case I just typed in patch to get these results. And this is a design style which has been doing extremely well. It's obviously a Halloween sub niche, but look at the two best sellers right here, 7,000 BSR and 9,000 BSR. And we still have quite a few more that are below 100K, which is really good. So this is obviously in high demand. And if you want to enter these sort of trends, these sort of trending phrases, then I would highly recommend, and I know I often repeat myself here, but I think a lot of people don't realize this. I recommend not just copying the same phrase, the same graphic, everything the same, and then expect to get sales, because obviously a lot of people will do that exact same strategy. I'm not saying that you can't get any sales that way. It's definitely possible, but it's really hard. What you could do, for example, is let's say you make a similar design to this, but the sunglasses, you make them LGBTQ sunglasses, you know, the gay pride flag, and that way you've cross-niched with another very popular topic. You've got a trending phrase, a popular topic, and you will probably stand out because not a lot of people will have thought of that idea, and your competition will be lower. So that's just one idea. I mean, you could also cross-niche it with America or with different genders. Maybe you can make like a pumpkin that looks like a unicorn. So just think of ways of how to cross-niche or how to niche down and target a more specific audience that's still very big, making it easier for yourself to make sales because you'll lower your competition within a phrase that a lot of people are looking for. So this niche, definitely really popular, loads and loads of designs that are selling well, even though they're just a fairly generic copy of the best sellers. So I think if you can be creative here, there's definitely some potential. And once again, Halloween is still going to be trending for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So there's still time to enter these niches if you are creative. Niche number 2 I've got for you on Amazon is I'm with the blank, which is once again a very cool sub niche for Halloween that seems to be doing extremely well now, and most of them have a different word applied to the sentence. So we've got witch, butterfly, skeleton, avocado, we've got bat, hedgehog, flamingo, traffic cone. So really there is, as I've mentioned before, with these sort of scalable designs, lots of potential. It's not just like 1 or 2 words will actually work. And if you can, find a new funny combination of words that hasn't really been done before and it starts selling, you could really stand out in these sort of search results. And yeah, tons of designs selling well. And because it is a scalable design, you can make the design process fairly easy. I actually made a video recently about this specific sentence and how I would go about scaling it out. I created 100 designs in just 10 minutes for this niche. So if you want to learn how to do that as well, and you haven't seen that video yet, then do check it out. It will be linked in the cards, or well, you can just find it on my channel. It was one of my recent uploads. But yeah, definitely a cool niche that won't just work on Merch by Amazon itself. If you upload this to many other marketplaces as well, I'm sure you can easily pick up some sales. So these are the sort of niches that I really love to enter because it doesn't really take much time to create these designs and scale them out, get them uploaded with something like Flying Upload. And that way you've easily created hundreds and hundreds of Halloween themed designs that have got a good potential of selling, especially at this time of the year. And looking at the best seller within this niche, here we can also see that the potential, if we look at the sales graph over the last couple of years, we can see the potential is there for this sort of design to sell as an evergreen. So it's not just Halloween specific. Obviously, like if you look at last year, this was trending for a couple of months here during the Halloween sales rush. But over the year, it was holding a BSR of about 700,000 for the most part, which from my experience, a t-shirt with the 700,000 BSR sells every other day. and that's obviously a pretty decent evergreen design. If you're getting a sale every other day, that might be like, I don't know, $50 per month. So even if you feel like you're late to the trend, these can still be worth it, especially if uploaded, as I said, through multiple marketplaces. You're really giving yourself a good chance to have designs that sell all year around. Niche number 3 is boo bees, and this is sort of a funny twist. Boo is obviously what ghosts say on Halloween, and then bees are just animals. So we've got bees dressed up as ghosts, saying boobies. The reason I wanted to show you this niche is because there's quite a few designs below 100k, so definitely a lot of interest for this niche. And I also thought you could definitely learn something from these designs, because whilst a lot of them are, well, they're bee plus ghost, some of them have also gone further and cross-niched with another simultaneous trend which is happening at the moment, and that's breast cancer awareness, because obviously that phrase, those words are perfect to be crossed with that topic as well. So you've got the Halloween trend, breast cancer awareness, and an animal. That's like the perfect combination. Quite a few of those sort of ideas selling well. Some of them even have 0 reviews right here, as you can see. Just one review there, one review there. These designs are probably listed fairly recently, and they've still managed to climb into a decent BSR rank, meaning if I had to guess, these are probably selling 2 to 3 times a day at least. So while that doesn't blow anyone away, if you add it up over the month, it will definitely generate quite a bit of money and help some people tier up if you're in the lower tiers still. Another design that stands out here is this one right here, which is completely different style. We've got the messy hairbun design. They've got the bees in the sunglasses. So a really cool idea of how to approach this. Once again, it has 0 reviews and it has just dropped 1 million points in BSR. So this is definitely a new design. Just a good example right there of how you should go about entering these trends. Don't just copy everyone else. You're making life harder for yourself. Think of what designs do well in other niches and how could I apply them to this niche to, well, stand out in search results. They've also used the slate grey background color or t-shirt color for their primary thumbnails. So just another way of standing out in the search results where most designs are on black backgrounds. Next up, we've got skeleton. This is a design style which has been doing extremely well for a long time, but especially at the moment, it is trending very, very much due to Halloween. So there's quite a few Halloween designs, but it's not limited to just that. So take a look at these, get some inspiration. There's a lot of cross-niching going on. We've got this one right here, which is sort of more aimed at children, I suppose. We've got one with a dinosaur, one with a guitar. We have that I'm with the skeleton design from earlier, pumpkin dabbing on a skeleton. Breast cancer awareness, I think that's a great idea because, as I said, that's a trending topic at the moment because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the person has realized that, well, skeletons are doing well, so crossing those two topics is probably a good idea. And yeah, the designs are basically harder to create. It's probably not the easiest to create one of these skeletons from scratch, for most people anyway, but that's why you want to be signed up to something like Creative Fabrica or Vexels, where you can use some pre-made graphics and then adjust them to your liking or add some phrases to them, or even submit design requests like you can do in Vexels. You could tell them I want a skeleton hand that's playing the guitar or something like that, and then they will create it for you from scratch, and you can upload it first because they'll send it to you as soon as it's uploaded. Scroll through this niche, look for some inspiration and of some sort of smaller sub niches within skeletons, and then I'm sure you'll increase the likelihood of getting sales in this trending niche. And niche number 5, I know this is one I mentioned last week, but not everyone watches all of the videos, so breast cancer awareness still trending extremely well. Yeah, it's the biggest trend next to Halloween at the moment from my understanding, just from looking through trending designs nearly on a daily basis. I notice these designs doing so well, and most of them are cross-niched. Once again, that's definitely the way to go. We've got the sugar skulls, specific background and gender right here. We've got the cross, so this is mixed with faith, religion, the skull or skeleton theme. So yeah, definitely cross niche if you want to enter this niche. I won't go into more depth because I already shouted this out last week, but I couldn't find a new trend, so I thought for those of you who weren't aware of this yet, definitely want to shout it out again because it is one of the biggest trends right now and going to be for a few weeks to come. And the first niche I've got for you on Redbubble this week is Witchy Hedgehog. This has only got 143 results, and lots of these designs don't even specifically have hedgehogs in them. Like, does that have a hedgehog? No, this one is just a pattern. Quite a few hedgehogs here. Then we've got a horse, so probably actually less results than 143. And less competition for the specific witchy looking hedgehog theme, so definitely a niche to consider. And this time I actually didn't use the normal tool that I use, Redbubble Popular Tags, because they haven't updated their tool in about 3 weeks now. So the trends are a bit outdated on there now, but I'll just quickly show you. You can also use PODCS to find Redbubble trends, and that is also free. I know some of the features are limited, like the Merged by Amazon search, if you don't have the paid for version, but the Redbubble tool up here, if you click on Redbubble trends, is completely free. And the way I found the trends for this episode is I clicked onto these triangles here to order the competition ranking in a different way, so that the lowest competition trends show up first. And then I just went through these pages and basically looked for niches that seemed like they're free or clear of trademarks. So if you want to do that as well, there will be a link below, and you can check out the Redbubble Trends tool for free. And here's also a quick look at the detail page within PODCS for this trend, where you can see that it's 44% t-shirts and 43% sticker selling. So definitely a sticker heavy niche, to no surprise. These sort of animal designs often have a lot of sticker sales on Redbubble, and 2% is also still masks. So masks still do sell on Redbubble, so definitely enable them while you're uploading. And then what else can we see? The related tags right here. We've got hedgehog, spooky, witchy, etc. If you want to quickly copy these for any of your listings, if you want to enter this niche, you can click the copy top 15 button, for example, and that's really handy. You can see the competing shops as well as the popular colors. Lots of black and white designs, so maybe try out some gold, because that color does look very orange and might help you stand out in this Halloween themed niche. The next niche I found for you is Native America Heritage Month, which is surprisingly already trending on Redbubble, even though the Heritage Month isn't until November. And the competition is so low, we've only got 124 products. And by the way, if you want to see the extra details, you click on this button over here for more information, and that's where you can then see the related keywords as well as the other data that I showed you before with the other trend. If we look through the actual designs that are in this niche or within this trend, we have got obviously a lot of Native Americans, Native American Heritage Day. So just get an idea of what sort of style does well in this niche. By looking at these top sellers, never underestimate the power of a man with Cree blood. That's interesting. So yeah, don't just make generic designs, also try some phrases that might be useful. And once again, whilst a lot of these designs are quite intricate and detailed, there will probably be pre-made graphics somewhere that you can use if you're not a very skilled designer, or you just don't want to spend the hours and hours creating a design yourself. So definitely check out some platforms, whether they're free or paid for Native American pre-made graphics. Moving on, we've got a very small niche, or I should probably call it a sub-niche of barrel racing, because this is barrel racing USA flag, and it is a trending topic, as you can see right here. We've got this type of sport that I've never seen before, barrel racing, so might be an interesting evergreen niche to look into. If there is trending phrases within that topic, then there's probably definitely some interest in terms of evergreen designs. And obviously you will want to get some American flags if you want to enter this specific trend, which there are plenty out there, or they're fairly easy to create anyway. You just need some stripes, some stars, and color them in correctly, so it's really not that difficult. And it also helps, as you can see, adding some texture over the flag itself. That also always gives it that sort of retro, vintage, distressed style that a lot of people like, especially within the American flag niches. From my experience, those sort of designs do tend to get more sales than the ones without a texture. At least they're often among the top sellers. So yeah, definitely consider that if you're entering this niche, to make these designs more appealing and more vintage looking. Moving on from that, the next Redbubble niche I found for you is sober October, and I know that I mentioned recently that the word October is trademarked, and that's why I wouldn't use it in designs, but that's more for merch by Amazon. I don't think on Redbubble you would get into trouble for using the word October. This niche is once again very small, 131 results, and obviously the interest will be at a peak at the moment because it is October, and we can see lots of designs with beer in it or alcohol sort of silhouettes crossed out. Someone's cross-niched it with Halloween right here, which is a good idea as well. And if I was to enter this niche, I'd try and find some nice graphics of alcohol, probably cross it out and try and think of some funny phrases, how to spin the sober October sort of trend or topic. I think it's mainly t-shirts that I sell. Yeah, looking at the detailed page, it's 62% t-shirts, still 30% stickers, surprisingly. If you're selling stickers, it's probably a good idea to make designs that are suitable for white backgrounds, because then you don't have to use the transparent stickers, which are a bit harder to sort of decipher. If you have black text with the stickers, it's always way more optimized, at least from my experience. So definitely consider that if you want to enter this niche. And lastly, we've got Tough Guys Wear Pink, which is a sub niche of breast cancer awareness that is also trending on merch by Amazon, by the way, but I didn't want to recommend it on there because once again the word pink is trademarked. Yes, I know it's stupid and silly, and probably is still fine to use, but I wouldn't want to risk it myself because it's not worth my merch by Amazon account in my opinion. But on Redbubble this phrase is trending as well. Tough guys wear pink, so do take a look into this. Lots of text-based designs, but I'm sure you can think of ways to add graphics into this as well, maybe with sunglasses or beards. I'm not seeing any beards. That might be a good idea because this is obviously specifically aimed at men who are supporting someone who's got breast cancer. So yeah, definitely do take a look into this niche. It's got more competition, 1,300 results, but it is, as we already discovered, a massive trend right now, so there's definitely a lot of sales potential. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trending Niches, and if you're someone who's struggling with finding the right keywords for their listing, or you're just not sure how to write an effective listing in general, then you might really benefit from watching this video next, where I share with you how to find the right keywords, how to apply them to your title, description, bullets, etc. I also give you examples of how I would write a listing myself.